Anyways, it's day 9 of the soft foods while on keto or keto while on soft foods diet. And I want to show you guys what I'm having for dinner. Kind of like what I eat Wednesday, but not officially because I didn't do all day. And here it is. Okay, my son's gone. Maybe I'm eating my feelings, but I have been craving this fish for days. So I went to Captain D's and got one piece, and I'm not eating any of that garbage. But this is how much meat one piece gives you, and that's my dinner. One piece of fish. Yum. Okay, it was my goal to never complain about the effects of weight loss, like, saggy skin and stuff. But I will complain just for a second. I've lost my entire behind. No backside, it's all gone. Where'd it go? Just gone. I used to be able to set drinks on that thing. I mean, I could use it as a side table. I could probably mount a TV up there. I had a shelf where an ass should be, and a big ass under that shelf, but it's all gone. I'm afraid it's going to be flat. Hey guys, it's Saturday night and we're headed to the drive-in. Just want to say hi. We're going to see Deadpool 2 and maybe Black Panther or Solo or something as a double feature. And this is my sister at Southern Sleevey and it's her birthday. Happy birthday! Yay! Yay! Hey guys, it is Saturday night. Okay, so this might be a little silly, but I'm still happy about it anyway. So celebrate the small things, right? There's a couple apps I use for weight tracking and projection into the future and progress and stuff like that. So I've always had in my head that it would take like a year to lose 100 pounds as a standard. I don't know why, and it still might, and it probably will take longer. I don't know. There will probably be plateaus and regains or ups and downs or whatever, and that's fine. But I am enjoying this little one moment in time right now. Just enjoying it because one app says I'll be finished with my 100 pounds at the end of August, and another one projects middle of November. So it's just fun to think about that I could go from start to finish all in 2018. Hi guys, coming in today for my 8th week update post-op VSG. I never remember to do the stats, that's why I put them at the beginning. But I did lose 3 pounds even this week. And this week is, so it's May 28th today, and this week is the second week, and today marks the end of a 2-week challenge I did to try to do ketos on soft foods, because I'm still not cleared yet for all foods. So it's been a challenge, but not as big a challenge as like wanting to do keto before I did and being miserable because I was only on soft foods. And everything I was eating, like cottage cheese and yogurt and stuff, was frustrating me because I, was trying to be healthy, and at the end of the day, like 25, 27 carbs, so, or grams of carbs, so feeling defeated every day. So that was worse than, doing it. The worrying it and the wanting to do keto was worse than the doing it. So I'm pretty happy that I started and did it for 2 weeks. These last 2 weeks I've been learning every day. I think that's what keto is about. Not only do you have to learn the standard rules and the basics, but then you have to learn your body on keto as well. So I've heard some people say that you're not fully in ketosis until maybe, or you're not fat adapted rather, until maybe 2 to 3 weeks out. So I don't know. I can't speak. I haven't done any urine test strips or blood tests or anything. I only know that my carbs have been low every day, usually 5 or 6% of my diet, usually around 9 grams because I don't take in many calories, so I can't go 20 grams. That would be a lot more than the 5 or 10% of my calories that you want to keep it under. And my fat has been like 70 to 80% every day, so I feel like I'm following the keto guidelines to be in keto. I don't know. I don't know if I'm fat adapted or anything. I'm just doing the best I can, y'all. I'm I'm an amateur at this, so I look to others for wisdom. I watch a lot of Keto Connect and other people, listen to podcasts and videos and YouTube videos, and my favorites. Foodie Turned Sleevey is one of my favorites on YouTube and Instagram, and she's also VSG and also doing keto, so it's a really good reference because a lot of people doing keto don't also have the weight loss surgery aspect added on. So some of the things you hear are kind of hard to adapt for yourself, like 20 grams of carbs. That's fine for most people, but for me, that's all I'd be eating all day is just carbs. So Anyways, it's difficult, but not as difficult as floundering and being disappointed every day that I couldn't find foods or wasn't doing it right. I was frustrated. So I'm glad that's behind me. I feel like I'm doing better. I have learned something new every day. I should have been sharing more, but it has been a crazy 2 weeks. This past week, especially, I was the only girl in the office a few days. And the days that there were other girls in the office, we just scheduled appointments back to back. So it was a busy, busy week, and I didn't get to post as much as I wanted to about being on ketos and soft foods, but it has gone well. And this week, I think maybe I ate fast food too much. And the problem with fast food is that you can't tell how they're cooking it. So even if it's a steak piece or a hamburger patty or something you're pretty sure of, you don't know what they're adding into it as far as seasonings and fillers and stuff like that. So I could have done better if I meal planned and meal prepped a little bit, I think. Although I did well. So I'm very happy with the 2 weeks results, and I'm going to continue. I gave myself 2 weeks because now today's the 28th, and I get cleared this Saturday. Today's Monday. I get cleared this Saturday for all foods, not just soft foods anymore. I'm a full-fledged human again, and I can eat whatever we consider food in this country. So I will, I wanted to give myself this time between the 14-day challenge and when I'm cleared for full foods to kind of reflect on what the 2 weeks felt like and how it went and my results. Over those 2 weeks of my VSG soft foods keto challenge, I lost 8.2 pounds. So I'm pretty happy with that. If that continues to be a 2-week average from here until I lose all my weight, I couldn't be more pleased. So awesome. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing this week, and it went pretty well. I'm going to do a whole separate video on the 2-week challenge for keto soft foods, and I'm going to show you guys my macros every day and how it went. And so if you want to see that, that'll be coming up soon. And if you're not interested in keto, that's fine. I understand. I wasn't at first either. I was just interested in VSG. But then there's so many side benefits to it, I thought it was interesting. So I'm sorry if I talk too much about keto and you are just here for VSG stuff. It's kind of where I'm at. I'm kind of trying to do both at once because I like to pack my plate with a lot to concentrate on. Okay, so last night I posted my body shots, like in underwear only, for my 1-month surgiversary, to do a side-by-side. And so far, like, you know, the sky hasn't opened up and the ground hasn't opened up and swallowed me. So I'm okay, I guess. But my pictures of my belly are out there online and I'm freaking out. But anyways, I bring that up because, God, I filmed those back on May 2nd. And I just now got them out last night on YouTube because of hesitation and embarrassment or shame. I don't know. Anyways, long story short, today's Monday and Saturday is 6/2. That'll be my 2-month surgiversary, so I'll be taking more body shots. Suddenly not looking forward to the weekend. Anyways, so hopefully this one won't take me a month to put out like the last one. Also on 6/2, this coming Saturday, like I said, is the day of my full foods, no restrictions anymore on my diet, so I'll let you know how that goes. I don't anticipate any tummy troubles. As you guys know, I'm not going back to my surgeon anymore. I just don't, you know, I could stand behind a donkey and get kicked and feel the same. And he's not giving me any medical help. He's just talking to me like I'm a child, and he's being an ass, and I could save myself that. And there's really, all the diet advice he gives me is completely contrary. He's like, don't use real eggs, just use egg beaters. I disagree with that. And he's like, don't worry about anything but calories. Well, I can eat, you know, all my calories a day in Baskin-Robbins. That's not the way to go, calories in, calories out. That doesn't work. It's been disproven. Just things like that. I disagree with almost everything he says. He's all like low fat, and I'm like, no, I want to do keto. So we're not on the same page, and I don't do anything except waste my time and have to take time off work every time I go see him. And I leave there feeling horrible. So I'm done with him. I know that I can start full foods this Saturday, and I'm going to take it easy. So I'm not going to start right away with no big giant steak or nothing, although that sounds very good. So the main thing that's been going on this week. Okay. on the 22nd, my baby's graduated middle school and will be headed to high school now. So it has been crazy. I know last week when I came at y'all, I was busy with all the suits and the tailoring and stuff that we had done. But this week, we had the graduation on the 22nd, and that was awesome. But I had to go to two different schools. Actually, it was the 21st and the 22nd I had graduations on. But on the 22nd, I had to go to two different schools because my son was graduating from one, and my claimed sons were graduating from another school. So I was running around like a chicken all day with my head cut off, and I made all the graduations for all the boys. And I took pictures, and it was great and wonderful, and I can't believe they're going to be high school boys next year. And I've been loving these little boys since they were like 8 or 9 and just came up to here and rubbing their little heads, and they're so cute. And now they're all taller than me and so grown. You have to call them young men now, not little boys. I'm just like, it's been a sentimental week, y'all. I've been like, all the pictures are making me want to get the feels and stuff. So, and then on top of that, okay, so I had no notice or warning. My son had kind of asked me, hey, I think I might want to go back up to the Tennessee with my best friend's grandma again. She's invited me to the farm again. It worked out great last time. They play in the pool and do chores and everything's wonderful. But it kind of got sprung on me. Like he said, can I do that? And I was like, yeah, you should be able to do that. We'll talk about that. And then boom, like the day after graduation, grandma's coming down to get them, and I had no time to plan. And so like, I mean, I did it. The boys packed these fresh, full, clean clothes, and I pulled it off. But emotionally, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to lose them. And now it's going to be at least like 6 weeks. But I'm okay. I'm trying to think positive about this. I'm trying not to be sad or miss them, because I've done that before, and use it as a reason just to eat whatever I want and stay up late and play on the computer and get no sleep and stop trying to set a good example as a mom and just doing whatever I felt like, milkshakes for dinner or whatever, So this time I'm going to see it as a positive, and he'll come back early July because he's got band camp in the middle of July. So I'm thinking he's going to be up there all of June. And if that's true, then I'm just going to try to devise a way. And, one thing I love about Tanya, Voodoo Queen, is that she's always setting challenges for herself. It's not like her year ended the year after surgery or anything. And Foodie turned Slavey, too. It's a new thing. It's like, what am I going to do now? How am I going to improve now? So to follow their example, like I'm going to use June and set some goals for myself and see if I can focus on myself, because that's something I've really never done before, not since I had kids. And even before that, it was all about my husband and stuff, And now it's all about my son and ex-husband, by the way, y'all. Anyways, so I've never and I've always complained that I'm not even on my to-do list and I put myself last, but everybody tells me to stop doing that, so why am I doing that? It's not like I'm winning the Joan of Arc Award for Best Martyrdom or something. And I have a little eyelash on my lip. Okay, so June. I still don't know what I want my goals to be and stuff. I just want to kind of be good to myself and keep losing weight, of course. Okay, so I wanted to touch on too real quick. I'm not going to ever set a lot of goals for myself that have to do with weights or numbers on the scale, because I just have a hard time with disappointment, and then I just overreact, and it does more harm to me than good. But that said, I have set one scale goal for myself. I've talked about it before, and I'm kind of talking about it on Instagram. I'm not sure if I think I've said it here. I have a beach trip coming up to go to the beach in October over fall break, and I'm going with my boy and my claimed sons and my sister and her girls, so my nieces, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I'd said before, the time that I was like in April when we were planning it, I had 5 full months, May, June, July, August, September, before we ever go. It's like the first week of October. So at the time in April when I set the goal, I was 250. And if I lost 10 pounds each month for the 5 months, I would be entering Wonderland or right about the time or right before we went to the beach. So that was going to be like, just something happy for myself to celebrate, just a little goal. Not too crazy, something I might be able to make. But here's where my progress is. May was supposed to be for losing from 240 down to 250 down to 240. And June was supposed to be from going from 240 to 230. I'm at 230 right now, so I'm already at my goal for the end of June. So I'm basically a month or 10 pounds ahead of my goal. And of course, I know there may be plateaus or regains or stalls or whatever. So I'm not getting ahead of myself, but I'm really hopeful that I can make that goal because I think that would be just an awesome thing to celebrate, to be in Wonderland on the beach. Yay. So anyways, that's my goal and that's how it's going. I'm doing good with that so far. Right now I'm ahead of the game. Let's hope I stay there. I'm always looking, the contingency. There might be disaster around the corner. I don't know. I'm just giving myself some wiggle room. I do that. I think something's about to go wrong. The shoe's about to drop. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just going to try to be happy and enjoy myself. I'm losing. I'm tickled. The monsters in my head keep saying, you're almost done losing. It's not going to work for you. I don't know why we do that, but that brings up something. I noticed this morning, I'm 230.6 right now, and it's been in my head for a couple days that's really close to the 220s. And the 220s for me are kind of like a milestone. It's kind of a mental hurdle. Okay, I'll just tell y'all. Look, I have been in the 220s since I became an adult. When I hit 18, I was in my 220s. When I got married, I was in my 220s. When I had my kid in 2003, I was in my 220s. By the way, ex-husband. Anyways, so I've been at the 220s my entire adult life, and I'm almost 50. Oh my God. And it's only been the last couple of years that I went from 220 up to the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Like before that, I was 220 Kim. 220, 222, something like that. All my clothes fit me there. My top stomach area was flat, basically, and I just had the bottom roll and thick thighs and stuff, and I was okay. I didn't think about I did. I knew I was fat, but it was livable and doable, and it didn't hold me back from anything. At 220, I could bike 10 miles to work, then bike home 10 miles, and then go to school 10 miles, and then bike home from school 10 miles. So it was nothing. I'd put a backpack on my back and go to the grocery store. I could hike, I could kayak, anything. So 220s was good. So the 220s are a good place for me to be, but it's kind of a mental. I've just, when you hear the mental voice and you see, oh, here comes a problem, like I'm just getting to an idea that there's a mental roadblock coming up. And I think what it is, I've been trying to question myself and see, like, what am I afraid of? And the way I always know it's an irrational fear or a non-truth is, like, if it's something that if I said it out loud, it would sound ridiculous or something I would never say to a friend. But here's what's going on in my mind lately. Like, I'm nearing the 220s, and as soon as I realize, like, oh, I'm almost near 220s, that's where I felt pretty good. Like, 220s, yay, I'm back to me. Woo, 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 woo. This thing kicked in where I'm like, 220s is where you're going to stay. Like, that's all you're going to do. And it's two things. Either I'm going to get there and I'm not going to be able to budge past it because, like, I never could before. Or I'm going to get there and blow back up because that's my most recent truth, is that I was at 220 and I just started blowing up. Of course, I know all the bad habits that got me there and I can avoid those, but still the mind fuckery is a hurdle because I want to be happy about 220s only and happy about my progress. But I can feel this, not anxiety, it's a oh no, the other shoe is about to drop, like something's going well, so what's the thing that's about to F up? Like, I don't know why my mind goes there, but I am having a struggle with the 220s. Like, I don't believe I'll get down below it. I really don't. Like, and I want to I want to keep continuing to go 2, 3, 4 pounds a week and just think that that's going to be my life until I'm a normal size and shape. But I don't know. I guess because I could never get below 220 before, and I did for just a minute. Like I said, I got to 198 one time, and that lasted a minute. I don't even think I was 198 for a whole 2 days, and I blew back up to 229 or something like that. So I don't have any faith, I guess, that I'm going to ever get below the 220. Like I think the next few weeks are going to be a struggle because it's taken me about 3 weeks or so, 2 to 3 weeks to get out of a 10 pound segment area, like the 240s, 230s. So I think for the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to have to, like, I hope to see the scale go down, 227, 225, 23. Phone again. Apex Home Builders, this is Kim. How can I help you?
Hey Kim, it's Sherry again. We just spoke, honey.
Yes, ma'am.
My husband said we can ride out there today.
Wonderful. I'll see you today then.
Okay, I'm gonna be
That sounds great. And if you have any troubles or you get close to me, give me a call and I'll help you with directions.
okay, sounds good.
Thank you. Bye-bye. What was I saying? I don't remember. Anyway, so if I can get down to the 220 and then see it go down below that, I'm going to celebrate like nobody's business. Actually, I'll probably wait till it goes way below 215 to like really believe that it's not going to bounce back up. I don't know. It's a mental hurdle, and I'm just telling y'all it's coming up, so you can struggle with me. That's going to be a weird 10 pounds to lose from 229 to 219. Math. Wow. And I think that's it, guys. I still don't have anything else to say. I'm sorry if it was a long video and I rambled. Had a lot to talk about. What is going on with my hair lately? Can we talk about this? It is just so overgrown. But I want it longer, so I can't cut it. What am I doing? What is this? This is too much. Good gravy. Okay. Back to VSG related weight loss topics. Oh,